watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Today on DC News Now, DC City Council prepares to take the first vote on sweeping anti-crime legislation.
And it's another sunny day out there, but temperatures have been a little bit chillier. We'll let you know if it warms up at all this afternoon.
And later, Montgomery County working to get back on track in their public school system. Their plans for an interim superintendent. And good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at noon. I'm Ben Dennis in for Mark Hall. Today, DC City Council members will hold their first vote on whether or not to advance a bill that's meant to curb crime in the nation's capital. The vote follows a string of carjacking crime sprees that killed 2 people. DC News Now's Candace Cole is in Northwest with more.
The D.C. City Council will take a first-round vote today on the Secure D.C. Act. That piece of legislation was introduced early last month by Ward 2 council member Brooke Pinto to try to curb crime here in the city. The expansive crime bill includes harsher penalties for shoplifting and gun crime. It expands carjacking to include taking keys from a person where a car is also present. It also reinstates MPD's ability to declare drug-free zones in so-called crime hotspots, something the ACLU has pushed back against as, quote, failed and ineffective. According to crime data from DC Police, violent crime saw an uptick of 39% from 2022 to 2023, but has gone down 3% so far in 2024 compared to last year. DC Police Chief Pamela Smith says passing the Secure DC Act is a necessary step to curb crime, especially among young people in the city.
We've got to ensure that we pass this legislation for DC Secure, because that's going to give us an additional tool in order to address these crimes. And we need to make sure that there's some accountability to these young people.
Now, that first vote will take place during today's noon legislative meeting. If it passes, it will then go on to a second round of votes about 2 weeks from now before going on to Mayor Bowser's desk. Reporting in Northwest, Candace Cole, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Candace this afternoon. Developing right now, a federal appeals court in D.C. has rejected former President Donald Trump's argument that he is immune from criminal prosecution in his election interference case. The ruling means Trump can face trial on charges he conspired to overturn results of the 2020 election. The trial was set for March but was postponed last week. A new date has not been set. It is expected this will be taken to the Supreme Court. Legendary country music singer Toby Keith passed away last night. That's according to a statement posted on the singer's social media overnight. Inspired generations of country music fans with songs Should Have Been a Cowboy, I Love This Bar, and that recent beloved Red Solo Cup. Keith had been battling stomach cancer since 2021. The statement says that he was surrounded by his family when he passed away. Toby Keith was 62 years old. Today, the Montgomery County Board of Education has just voted to approve an interim superintendent amid that ongoing controversy and parent questions about school transparency. The board says that they have appointed Dr. Monique Felder as interim superintendent. Dr. Felder has 32 years of experience in public education, including superintendent for Orange County Public Schools in North Carolina. DC News Now's Randy Bass has been following this story for us. She'll have more coming up at 4 p.m. Time now is 12:03. Meteorologist Damon Matson joins us. Let's check in the forecast. Damon, I hear some good news is in order for the weekend. Already looking forward to that warm time off.
Oh my goodness, those temperatures, they're going to be on the rise here over the next several days. But today, unfortunately, we did take a little bit of a step back before we get that warm up going. And that's despite the fact that we currently have a lot of sunshine out there. Now, clear skies overnight going into this morning allowed for those temperatures to certainly cool off during the overnight hours. Notice how we got down to 34, stayed just above freezing in D.C. Also toward Annapolis, Lexington Park, right along the Chesapeake Bay, stayed above the freezing mark. But once you went to the west, look at that. We have plenty of 20s and even a few locations like Woodstock down toward 19 degrees there. So a cold start, but that sunshine is certainly making a little bit of a difference anyway. We're back into the lower 40s along the I-95 corridor. Still chilly, however, back off to the west there in the mid to upper 30s. And these chillier temperatures, well, they are going to remain in place today because we have a northerly wind and a weak little disturbances passing by, bringing in another push of colder air. So there we go. Overall, expect mid-40s, but that sunshine should help to make it feel rather comfortable despite the drop in temperatures. And we stay totally clear even as we go into the end of the day today, which means another drop in temperatures as we go into the overnight hours. But as we move on toward the weekend, how much are we going to see these temperatures jump up? And at the same time, is there going to be more cloud cover? The possibility of rainfall in the mix with those warmer temps? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
Looking forward to it, Damon. Thank you. Turning our focus to Frederick County, Maryland, we're told one student was sent to the hospital after a school bus crashed just this morning. Officials say it happened around 7:30 near Pinehurst Drive and Boyers Mill Road. This is in Newmarket. We're told there were 41 students on that bus, including the bus driver. They say the bus was on its way to Oakdale Middle School when it was involved in a crash with a van. 2 other students were taken home by their parents. The remainder picked up by another school bus taken to class. The cause of the crash is under investigation. And new at noon, Prince William County is investigating more than $500,000 into upgrading security at several public schools. Thanks to grants from the State Department of Education, CCTV systems will be installed at Dale City Elementary, Enterprise Elementary, Mountain View Elementary, Penn Elementary, and Bevel Middle School. Officials say the new system records high-def video and even includes facial recognition software. And some good news for commuters in the DMV. Metro shared its proposed budget, indicating it will avoid disastrous measures floated last year, including closing stations and laying off workers. But some good news comes with some bad. The budget cuts would mean a price hike for Metro fares. DC News Now's Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Haley Mylon shares how those changes could impact riders.
The outlook now is so much better than it was back in December. Back then, riders were looking at up to 10 stations shuttering and reductions in service on both bus and train routes. Now those things are off the table, but a commute on the Metro is going to cost you more. Back in December, Metro officials warned of a bleak future for the transit system, with declining ridership contributing to a $750 million budgetary shortfall. General Manager Randy Clark warned of potential shuttering of 10 stations, cutting of thousands of jobs, and reducing train and bus service.
Metro is the economic engine of our region, and we want to make sure it's safe, reliable, and robust.
Just last week, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser said the district would contribute up to $200 million in additional funding to close the budget gap. Now, things look much better for fiscal year 2025. This morning, Clark broke down a revised budget proposal. Under the plan, service won't slow and stations won't close. But riders will see higher fares, 12.5% higher, meaning the lowest fare for the shortest trip will increase from $2 to $2.25. The highest fare on Metro will reach $6.75. There will be targeted reductions, such as peak service on Red Line being cut from 4 hours to 2 hours, with Metro potentially opting for 6-car trains over 8-car trains for more efficient maintenance. It's not a long-term solution to Metro's money troubles. The shortfall will be offset by contributions from savings for capital improvement funds. The budget will officially be presented on Thursday. From Reston Town Center, I'm Haley Mylon, DC News Now.
Thanks to Haley. Speaking of Metro, there's a few extended closures happening this summer. Starting in June, there'll be an extended outage on the Red Line between Fort Totten and Glenmont stations. That means both those stations, plus Tacoma, Silver Spring, Forest Glen, and Wheaton will all be closed. Metro's plan is to build a Purple Line mezzanine at Silver Spring, fix track, upgrade the signaling and train control systems, and there will be bus shuttles while that work is ongoing. More work is planned through the summer of 2026. We'll have those details online at dcnewsnow.com. Just select our local news tab. In Virginia, a bill that would have allowed 911 operators to retire with enhanced benefits will not be passed this year. That bill just died in the House subcommittee. Right now, these enhanced benefits are only available to police officers, firefighters, EMTs. Supporters say the bill would be compensating dispatchers for their life-saving work and improve recruiting and retention. Despite bipartisan support, lawmakers carry the bill over to next year's legislative session.
They receive calls from unknown people that are screaming, upset, hysterical. They may take a call from a mom with a child that's not breathing and they need to walk that mom through CPR instructions. They may receive a phone call from somebody who's threatening to harm themselves. Then they need to get the correct resources out to them.
There is a companion bill still alive in the state Senate for the time being, but any measure would need to come before the same subcommittee that killed the recent bill. In Maryland, a reminder for drivers on Roarsville Road in Washington County. There are new speed cameras that have been installed near Pleasant Valley Elementary School. The cameras will be active weekdays from 6 in the morning to 8 at night. You'll get a $40 fine if you're caught going 12 miles over the speed limit.
Out of concern from the community, there have been some accidents down there. They're going within the school zone for the elementary school there. We want everyone to be able to be safe going to and from school, and this is one of the tools that we have to be able to do that.
Speed camera enforcement there will start on Wednesday. Meantime, D.C. is again trying to promote business downtown, launching Be Downtown specials for restaurants and shops. It's another attempt to attract customers to revitalize that area. 40 restaurants will offer discounts, including happy hour specials. Participating coffee shops will also offer a free cup of coffee to customers. Mayor Bowser hopes this will encourage people to explore the D.C. dining scene.
Helping us tell the real story of downtown, that businesses are opening, DC residents are working here, and our workers and residents are supporting our businesses. And we also want you to explore all that our city has to offer.
Start planning next week's happy hour after work, folks. The promotion starts this Sunday and runs through the end of March.